As if Sony hadn't dropped enough of a bomb with their groundbreaking A7S III, they've also announced the A7C, which is basically a compact version of the legendary A7 III. Is this the perfect camera for you? Let's find out. The Sony Alpha line of cameras comes in two basic form factors: the big boys with the full-frame sensors and the little compacts with APS-C sensors. With the Sony A7C, they're basically giving us the best of both worlds. All the power of a full-sized camera, including a full-frame sensor, in the body of a compact. And while it doesn't have all the turbocharged capabilities of the new A7S IIIs, such as 4K at 120 frames a second or 10-bit color depth, it does go head-to-head with the A7 III. It's basically the holy grail for a compact camera. You get all the power of the A7 III in a cool-looking body that fits nicely in a bag. Let's do a very quick rundown of the specs, and we're just going to cover the things that are significantly different between them since they actually have so much in common. The A7C weighs in at 1 pound 2 ounces compared to the 1 pound 7 ounces of the A7 III. It has a fully articulating screen that flips out so you can see yourself when you're in front of the camera, compared to the A7 III screen, which only tilts upward. The viewfinder on the A7C is smaller. It's 1 centimeter compared to the 1.3 centimeters of the A7 III. And this is kind of an annoying feature, but it's one of the trade-offs that was needed for the compact form factor. The battery life is reported to be at least slightly longer, 740 shots compared to the 710 shots of the A7 III. The A7C comes in the traditional black, just like the A7 III, but it also comes in a silver and black two-tone form. The maximum shutter speed on the A7C is 1/4000 compared to the 1/8000 of the A7 III, so if you're taking really high-speed photography, that might make a difference. The A7C has 3 dials compared to the 4 of the A7 III. Additionally, the A7C benefits from some general system upgrades, including an improved autofocus feature. Now, that's not to say the A7 III has bad autofocus. It actually has amazing autofocus, but the A7C is even more amazing. The body-only MSRP on the A7C is $1799 US compared to the $1999 US of the A7 III. But it should be noted that with the A7 III being a slightly older camera, you can actually find better deals on them, and you could probably get an A7 III cheaper than an A7C. So, which one should you consider buying? If you're more of an amateur filmmaker or early stage videographer, you're probably going to want the A7 III because the larger viewfinder, the custom buttons, and the additional dial. If you're more of a vlogger or YouTuber who just wants to make really great videos with a minimal amount of fuss, the A7C might be the more logical choice for you because of the flip-out screen that lets you see yourself while you're on camera, and the compact form factor that lets you travel with it more easily. If you're more of an amateur photographer, you might want the A7 III because of the custom buttons and the extra dial, which you can customize to get quick access to the settings you need without going through menus. For example, I have the 3 custom dials set to aperture, ISO, and shutter speed, so I can change any of those at a moment's notice. If you're an established professional videographer with paying clients, you probably want to kick it up a notch and get the A7S III, which features 4K at 120 frames a second, 10-bit color depth, and a ton of other great video features. If you're a professional photographer, you should probably be looking at the A7R4, which features 61 megapixels compared to the 24 megapixels of either the A7C or the A7 III. And if you just have a crap ton of money and you just want to buy the best of the best, I suggest you get one of each of them and then let me hold them while you're not using them. I will take very good care of them. I'm James Archer and I make videos about making videos. If you like to make videos, you should definitely check out some of my other videos because they're amazing.